Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to work with regular expressions. Let's watch this amazing video. Before tutorial we seen about modules. I think it's like a very clear explanation about modules. So how to use predefined modules into our program, everything I explained, like square root and random, everything I explained very clearly in before tutorial. If you missed the tutorial, the link was available in description. Just watch and learn what is module, and also I given some of the tasks related to module. If you not that, please do that task. And because if you're seeing this tutorial, it not at all enough. You need to do practice, you need to do something different than only programming language. You can learn very easily. Just I'll close this file now. In this tutorial we are going to work with a very interesting and important topic in Python, that is called regular expressions. Just I'll close this file. I'll create a new Python file which is called regular expression. So what is meant by regular expression? So it is like a sequence of characters. We'll write it's like a match the pattern. So we'll write the pattern here to validate something. So if you want to validate phone number, we'll write the pattern. So if you want to validate mail ID, we'll write pattern. If you want to validate some roll number of your college roll number, if you want to validate, so we'll write regular expression, we'll write the pattern. So it is like a symbolic representation. We'll use the symbols which is called square brackets or dollar asterisk symbol plus question mark or many symbols we'll use. I'll explain each and every symbol line by line, no need to worry about that. And to use the regular expression we need to import which is called module, that is called re. So if you want to use regular expression, we need to use this inbuilt module. So I already explained about detailed very clearly about default modules, how we can use in our programming. Before tutorial I already explained very clearly. So same we I'm using here. So how to use these all modules. Now anyway, so we are having like we need to know some meta characters before going to write some regular expressions. So we can see that this square brackets which is called represent a character. So if you want to represent a character or number, so or anything, we need to write in square brackets. And coming to or, so which is like if you want to write this pattern, so we'll start with this symbol which is also called as a cup symbol, and next one which is called dollar symbol. Beginning we are writing cup symbol, for ending we are writing which is called dollar symbol, and asterisk symbol number of occurrences which is like zero also. So that is, if you want, like we'll write this asterisk symbol plus symbols number of occurrences from 1 onwards. So from 0 onwards we need, we'll write asterisk symbol. From 1 onwards we'll write like plus symbol, and dot symbol to match the characters, and question mark symbol which is for 0 or 1 occurrence, we'll write question mark. So it is like or symbol. So if you want to write two different patterns, you want to check, so we'll write or symbol. And this is curly braces which is called range set. So if suppose if you are validating the mobile number, right, so we are having only 10 mobile numbers, we are writing the range which is needed only 10 mobile numbers. And coming to normal brackets which is for enclosing the regular expressions. So you can see here, so I want to show some of the sample regular expressions before writing the actual regular expressions, because very important. So then only we are able to write actual regular expression, then only we can understand easily. So you can see 0 to 9. 0 to 9 means it was taken 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, up to 9 it was take any digit. And A to Z, of course, lowercase, because we are giving like small a and small z, so it taken from A to Z any character it will take. And 2 4 6 8, it will takes only multiples of 2's. You can see that we are having only 2 4 6 8, right? And we are having, like you can see that 0 to 9 and only 1. That means 0 to 9 any number, either 1 2 3 0, any number up to 9, but only it's take one number, that is either 6, either 5, whatever it may be, it will takes only one number. So coming to 0 to 9 and 3, so it will take three numbers what you have given, so three digit numbers, it is very clear. And coming to 0 to 9 and asterisk symbol 0, that means it's take all multiples of 10. So coming to another pattern which is called 1 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 5, we are having asterisk symbol, you can observe very clearly, and we are having enclosing bracket, normal bracket, and we are having 5. That means we have to take multiples of 5. That's it. And coming to word WORD, so we need to it will take only word WORD. So this is the way to write a regular expression. So these all sample patterns. So if you are aware this sample patterns, I hope you understand about these sample patterns. Now we are going to write actual regular expression pattern. So for that I have a one website which is called REX 101. So this is the why I'm showing this website, which is called, you want to write any pattern, it will give very clear explanation about pattern. Just observe, generally we'll start from cup symbol, I already said, and end with an dollar symbol, right? So end with an dollar symbol. So in between this I'm writing every pattern, right? So I'm writing this, generally I'm writing 0 to 9 numbers, and you can see that I'm getting the pattern error, because what you're writing the pattern, it should be quotation, single quote or double quote doesn't matter. And you can see that, so it will enclose with brackets, and you can see we are not getting any error. It will giving the clear explanation what we are writing. You can see that quotation match the character which is called case sensitive, and you can see that assets the position for start line. So if you want to start any pattern, we need to write a cup symbol, and you can see that 0 to 9, so any character can be printed from 0 to range. So you can see that I'm ending with dollar symbol. So this is the way to write normal regular expression. So I think it's like a very clear. And if you want to check, so I'll write normal regular expression. Generally I'll write like I want to take only uh, three numbers. So just I'm closing this one, that means it will take, you can see that. So if you given like 6 or 3 or 4, it will takes only three numbers. So just copy this one and paste it here. So I want to write the code here. So what I want to write here, I want to write the code. So just I'm writing the I'm creating a function which is called regular, validating some regular expression. So I'm passing the string which is called s. You can give the s. So here I'm giving the pattern, which is the pattern I'm giving. So I'm copying and pasting that pattern. That means if you want to give any 9 numbers, so it only will takes only 3 numbers. So if you given only 3 numbers, it will show the true, otherwise it will show false. That's, it's like a simple scenario. So I want to validate if re dot, so matching, so if it matches, it should print if it matches the pattern. So you can see that if it matches the pattern, so it should print the string which is called yes, and just close, it should be written true. So if it was working, it should return true, otherwise it return false. That's it. It's like a very clear. Okay, it's written false. Yeah, that's it. So this is all about to write a small regular expression. Now I'm passing the function, so which is called regular expression. So here I'm passing the word which is called, I'm giving 1 2 3. So I'm giving only yeah, I'm giving str. Why I'm giving the str? Because it should know that what we are giving, it everything can take as a string. I already explained. So generally it will default, it will take as a string. Then it was, if you want to convert, you need to give like int of, right? So that's why we need to give str of s, and you can see it was true. So if I given like 6 7, whatever it may be, you can see we'll get like a false, you can observe. So this is the small program related to regular expression. Now I want to write a program which is to validate the phone number. So generally our phone number will start from 6 to 9. So either it should start from 6 7 8 9 starting number, and after 9 or either 8 or whatever it may be, it having only 9 numbers. So total it should be 10 numbers, right? So I want to write that code. So just here, so instead of this one, so I'm removing everything. Yeah, so everything I remove. So it started from I'm taking started which is called cup symbol and end with that, and it should start the number which is 6 to 9, and again it's the number it should be 0 to 9s, any number like 0, 1, 2, any number. So it should like only up to 9 numbers. You can see that. Just copy this one and you'll get the clear explanation. It will shows the errors. That's why I'm using this website. Nothing much. You can write directly here also. Okay. So yeah, I'm copying and pasting this one because I don't want to write again all the code. So just copy this regular expression and paste this one. So you want to validate the phone number, right? So here name it as phone number. Yeah. So name it as phone number. So we are having the two codes. Just remove this one. And yes, here it should be like phone number. Yeah, phone number. So yeah, what actually generally our phone number will start from where? So it should start from actually I'm not writing my number. Generally my the number will start from 7, of course 9 also. So we are giving some numbers which is up to like 8 numbers. You can see that I given like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll give one number. So it will print like false. Why? So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are getting like a false, right? Yeah. So I given wrong here. So we need to give curly brackets, right? So why I'm giving the curly brackets? Because to end that particular here you can observe. So we need to take only 3 numbers. So we are using curly braces. So that is the uses of curly brackets. You can see that how it was working. You will get like a true. So if I give like extra 2 numbers, I'll get like a false. So actually my number, I'm removing the 2 numbers and my number will start from 2. So you can see the output which is called false. So we are validating everything. It's like a very clear, paka clear. So this is the way to get the clear regular phone number validation. So this is the way to validate your phone number, and you can write the pattern. Your phone number was starting plus 91. Just you can give the pattern which is called plus and 91. So I'm giving the task to you. Just do that. It's very easy to do that. Just you can add plus 91 because it is for Indian number it is to add plus 91, right? Someone will give like that also. You can add that validation also. So this is the way to check the validation of a phone number. I think it's like a very clear explanation. Now I want to check the I want to validate the email ID also. So generally I want to validate the email ID which is called haripriya@gmail.com, haripriya underscore m @gmail.com. So haripriya money 4 @gmail.com, haripriya money tech @gmail.com. I want to validate these many mail IDs. What is the validation? So just go here and just you can write, you can use single quotes or double quotes, whatever it may be. So in these quotations you need to write the pattern, right? So for that, so we are writing the pattern which is called cap. So initially it should start from cap and it should end from dollar symbol. Just make it this one, and in between this we need to write the pattern, right? So yes, actually generally my pattern, that means my email ID. So it will start from 4money@gmail.com. Otherwise it will start from uh character, either character also. So I'm giving number as well as character 0 to 9 as well as A to Z. Generally my email IDs all are smaller, right? Small strings. That's why I'm lowercase. That's why I'm giving small letters and I'm closing. And again I'm writing that it should start from numbers as well as underscore also. Generally we are in mail IDs will use underscore, will not having like hyphen, asterisk symbol, doll symbol. We are not having anything, so we are having only underscore. So that's why I'm going to validate the underscore also. Again I'm giving 0 to 9 as well as want to validate A to Z. So I'm giving the underscore, that's it. You can observe. So I'm giving the underscore and now I'm giving the dot which is called. So why I'm using the dot, I already explained about the dot. So if you are using the dot to match the character, so to match the character we are using the dot, okay? So that's why I'm using here dot which is called. So and I'm closing this one. And generally the email ID, so it should be ha@gmail.com. No one will be there. At least it has 4 characters to 13 characters. So that's why I'm giving here the. So you, if you want to match, you will use like curly braces. So 4 to 13 characters, you can see that. and I'm closing that curly braces, and again I'm validating at the rate. So generally we'll have the at the rate for every email ID. So I'm using at the rate. Again after at the rate gmail.com, suppose I have like outlook.com, hotmail.com, so we want to validate that mails also. So for that I'm giving that A to Z or 0 to 9. Okay, so just close this one. So generally gmail.com or outlook.com, whatever it may be, initially it should start at least 3 to 18 characters. Sometimes I'll have like a domain which is called uh, earthquake.com. So Haripriya Manne at the rate earthquake.com, Haripriya Manne at the rate which is consecutive.com. So it is my office mail ID. You can have like that also. So that's why I'm using that. Just I'm closing this one. And yeah, of course, Gmail. So if you take the example of Gmail, so we are having .com, right? So I'm giving the dot. And next one, which is sometimes the mail IDs which is maybe .org also. So that's why we need to validate both. So all the cases we need to write very clearly. So that's why I'm giving like A to Z. So instead of giving .com, com, I'm giving A to Z. So just close this one, and I'm giving at least 2 to 4. So we'll have the domain which is 2 on boards. So just you can give the 2 to 4. So this is the way to write the pattern. It was saying the correct pattern. You can see it was clear explanation about the pattern here. You can see the explanation here also. Just copy this one and paste the pattern here. So before importing, just you can write the code what we are going to write. Just import again. Just you, if you're using the regular expression, we need to import always. Okay, just I'm defining the function which is called email. So I'm passing the function, I'm passing the parameter. What you want you can pass. So if you want to pass the string, you can pass the string which is called yes. So of course I'm passing the string. Now if my pattern, just here the copy paste the pattern, just copy paste this pattern. Yes, so is it working or correct, we can check afterwards. So if it was there, so if the pattern was matches, you need to write. So if, so re dot matches, it should print like true. So pattern comma. So now just make it as s. So it returned the true, and otherwise it returned the false if it was not working fine. So it was written the false. Yeah. So now I'm writing email which is called, generally I'll write the correct email. So Hari at the rate gmail.com. Of course, Hari at the rate, because it's having at least 4 characters, right? So that's why I'm giving. So is it working fine or not? We can check that one. So we need to give the strings, right? Just give in quotations. Yes, it is working. Yes. Of course, why it was getting the false? I want to know that. So why it was getting false? So we given very correctly, which is called 0 to 9, and yes, we given A to Z, and yes, underscore. It will start from exactly to 4 to 13 ms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why. So yes. So why it was not taking, at least you need to give like underscore whatever it may be, right? So just give underscore m. So just validate this one. So because we given underscore the dot, we need to check the pattern. That's why it was checking. So that is the way to validate. Otherwise, you can give like 4. Because why I'm taking this Haripriya Manne 4, Srilata S 4. So we are having like Sai, uh, your initial at the rate gmail.com. So that's why. So otherwise, you can give like Manne. It was says true. So this is the way. You can give 4 or 2, whatever it may be, it will says 2. Generally my mail will start from 2 at the rate gmail, like numbers, it will says false. So why it was saying the false, I want to know that. So because we are giving a lot many characters, it beyond the 13. So that's why you can give instead of 13 you can give 20. You can see it was true. So generally better to keep like 25 or 30. It was correct. Okay. You can keep like 30 also. So this is the way to validate the email ID. You can keep underscore also. You can see it was says true. So generally our email IDs will not start from underscore, right? So it will say false. You can see that. So this is the way to validate the email ID. I think it's like very clear. And instead of gmail.com, I'll give like outlook.com, how it was working. You can see that. So this is the way, guys, to validate Gmail email. Yes, it's working fine. Paka clear. So guys, I think you understand very clearly to validate gmail.com. So yeah. So I given 0 to numbers as well as characters, and I'm giving underscore also. You can give more characters. So you can, at least the Gmail will have 4 characters. That's why I'm starting 4. So you can give like 100 also. I'm giving limiting to 20 because almost the Gmails will let they're like, of course, 20 characters. That's why I'm limiting. So at the rate gmail.com or whatever it may be, outlook.com, it has to take. So that's why, because some domains having like swayam19.com. So some domains having like uh, school19.com .org. That's why I'm taking the numbers here. So at least we have like 3 to 18 characters based on the domain name, and .com. So I can write directly .com, but I'm not writing because I want to search. So .org, different websites also. I think it's like very clear about this. So I hope you understood how to write the pattern of regular expression. So make use of this website, which is called regx101.com. It is very good website to write everything. You can write lot many things. And I want to write some regular expression. Generally, which scenario these regular expressions will use. So guys, if you want to add dictionary, if you take the part example of dictionary, so in dictionary you want to add the contact, which is called, we done the contact application in dictionary, right? So we added the contacts, we deleted the contacts, and we renamed the contacts. We done many things in dictionaries. If you missed the tutorial, the link was in description. You can watch about dictionaries. Actually, in that scenarios, these regular expressions are very useful. In that time, we return a phone number, we return like mail ID. So we need to validate, right? We didn't validate it in that time. If you want to validate, you can write the code. Actually, I'm not explaining in this tutorial because it goes long and long tutorial. I don't want to be. So anyway, I hope you understand what I'm explaining. You can see the reference code here. So if you want to validate, so you can use this function name and you can validate. You can see the reference code of this. So I hope you understand very clearly about these regular expressions. So I'll come with another tutorial about which is files concept. It is also very important in Python. So we'll discuss very deeply about files concept. I hope you enjoyed and you understand something about regular expressions. And don't sit idle, just open the computer and practice these all patterns. Just create new patterns, how it was working. So guys, I'm giving the task related to regular expressions. Don't forget to do the task, because so just validate your roll number by using regular expressions. I'm giving some crazy tasks and also some small tasks also. You can able to do that. So yes, I'll come with another tutorial which is very important, that is called files. We'll work on more files concept. We'll discuss more and more. Thank you so much. Until then, wait for next tutorial.
I hope this video is helpful to you. In future, definitely I'll do more videos and more things, and let's subscribe this channel because if you support me, I'll do more and more videos, and do like and share